Some majestic music for our huskies here.
Yeah, it's really, really setting the tone quite well
Well, this is
for
probably
trying.
going. This week will most likely end in spectacular failure, I'm sure.
Hooray!
Uh, so we have something a little different this time around for you, for all
Y'all's
80 that might be watching. And I'm just
there's
pulling a number out of nowhere for that.
for our small handful of viewers. Here's your shout out.
Well, hardly. But anyway, today we're going to be looking at Kerbal Space Program. Now, this is... Oh, I'm making things worse here. There we go. Alright.
This is a game that is slowly creeping in on its own recording territory.
Yes. Yeah. So, anyway, what this is basically... it's basically a... No, I don't want to call it a space shuttle simulator. A space program simulator. Let's go with that.
It's Space Camp, the video game.
Sure. You want to go with that one, sure. But basically how this kind of function, well, let's go into a little bit of background. This has been in development, I think, since 2011. So this has kind of been kicking around for the last 4 years, and
Yeah, this was one of the first more successful early access kind of games.
yeah, because the way they did it, and this was kind of neat at the time. The way they did it was that they basically said, okay, so for each version that we release, it's $1 more. So
The earlier you buy in,
yeah, the less it costs. So I bought in when it was like $7. So that was a while ago. But they've released kind of like their full version. You can see in the bottom corner there, they're up to 1.0.4 for the last... I think they released that about 2 or 3 months ago. So
Okay.
before that, it was all point whatever. And there's a demo available on their website. It's like 0.13 when they just first introduced the moon. Which
nice.
was a big deal because before that it was kind of... The challenge was putting something in orbit to begin with. Something I still struggle with.
Yeah, well, you know.
I am not a rocket scientist, and this game proves it.
That's kind of what I've heard is the great thing about this. It's rocket science.
Yeah, the physics engine is pretty good. They've added a lot of things. They've added like having to deal with heat issues. They've added a lot more atmospheric things in the retail release than what kind of was in previous versions.
The
So
physics get more physicky.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, let's come over here. So there's a bunch of stuff here. We're not gonna do the training. We're not gonna do the scenarios because I already know. I know how to play this game. I don't know how
We
to
already know how well this is gonna go.
I don't know how to succeed at this game.
It's all right.
All right, so the more important thing is I need a name.
Oh crap! What's the name of the space dog?
Oh, shoot. I think it's something like that.
I think it is like the space dog.
All right, we'll go with
I
that.
think that's the real one.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you were thinking of the Poppin' Space Dog?
It might be the same dog.
Oh, no, it's not. I know they're not the same
Well,
name.
damn.
Anyway, we'll go with that one. And now I need a flag.
Sure. Ooh.
Yes, there are lots of flags. There are
I like the
lots of
trippy
flags.
flag.
What's that?
I like the trippy flag.
Sure. Okay, so for the purposes of what we're going to do, actually I haven't thought this far ahead. because there
Well.
are 3 modes. Sandbox is basically what it sounds like. You get access to everything, and you can just do whatever. You know,
Okay.
free to play without constraints. There's a science mode, which is basically, you can build whatever you want to, but you have to research the parts first. And that means you gotta do specific missions to gain science to spend on new parts.
You actually have to be somewhat successful to get better parts then.
Not somewhat successful, simply because you're not dealing with money, which is what the career mode is.
Ah.
Yeah, career mode, you're dealing with funds, you're dealing with science, and you're dealing with reputation. So that's like everything. It's like almost like a management sim at that point.
I think we should go for science mode.
Alright, then let's do science mode.
Because that way we have only limited options for making our rocket from the start and we don't get lost.
Uh-huh. And messages from Gene Kerman, we don't care.
It's Gene!
Well,
Hello,
I don't
Gene.
care. This is like the tutorial messages that can go away. So
Thanks,
here's
Gene.
our space station. Or space station. Launch station. There we go.
Whatever.
So there are a number of options, and we'll explore a lot of them. R&D, which is our, has our tech tree, which you can see there's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be coming back to that, and then an archive of everything, and you can see all the planets that are in the system. Most of these we will never
von
get.
Kerman.
Yeah, most of these we will not get to because I am
That's
terrible.
reasonable.
Mostly because I am terrible at this game. So there's that astronaut complex. We have astronauts, and then we have applicants that are rated on their courage and their stupidity.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that great?
That's a good sign.
For instance, this guy who has very little courage and is really stupid.
He sounds like a great candidate.
Yeah, let's send him up in a rocket. That sounds good. So we got that. The administration, which is not available here, because that has to deal with... That's in
Is there a pool there?
in career mode. Oh, yeah, actually there is. Damn administrators getting everything. Tracking station, which we haven't launched anything, go away. But we can check out, here's the
Turning
moon.
in on your job.
Yeah. Here's the other moon. So in this case, their world has 2 moons, which is kind of fun.
Nice.
That's no moon. And then there's a bunch of unknown objects. And here's the solar system at large.
My.
Yeah, it's nifty.
So I guess really basically in theory you could launch a rocket and hit one of these things.
In theory. Will I be doing this? No. I will not even get close, I'm sure.
This is basically just like, and here's the look at the world map in this game. We are going to be focusing our time on this closet over here.
That's because I am terrible at this game. So here's the launch complex, and then mission control, which again is closed because we don't have any dealings with that. That's career mode. And then the last 2 buildings, the construction buildings. We can build a rocket, or we can build a space plane, which is kind of cool.
Space plane, huh?
Yeah, kind of like the space shuttle is.
Okay, that makes sense. It also, sounds very Howard Hughes-ish.
Yeah. But we're obviously not ready for that because we don't have a whole lot of parts. So let's build a simple rocket, and you go away. So the first thing we need to do is pick a command module, which is the only thing we've got here, and there it is. Hooray.
And that's where your dudes.
Yes. Where they eventually die. And there's my flag. Isn't that a
Hooray!
nice flag?
Easily identifiable.
Yes. This is the only engine I have right now.
The flea.
Yes.
Wait, what was the description there? trash bin full of boom.
Yeah, this has some nice descriptions for stuff.
It's good.
And then right mouse button gives you a little bit more information if you understand it, which for the most part I kind of do.
Well, on this one, I can also tell that this is giving you a big warning that this thing's basically a model rocket engine.
Yeah, it just goes. Engine cannot be shut down. It's like once you ignite it, it's gonna burn out.
Yep.
So I don't have any of those. I have this little girder. I have some fins. I have a parachute. We need that.
Not so as not to die.
Yes, as not to die. And I have a mystery goo container.
Okay.
Alright, so let's start simple.
Are you intending to find some mystery goo?
No, I have the mystery goo. I'm intending on studying the mystery goo.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so we're gonna set this in symmetry so that our rocket doesn't go tumbling all over the place.
Okay.
Because I will use that to gain science.
Science.
Yes. So here's a launch pad. And here's a rocket. It's very small. It's a cute rocket.
A little peanut. I feel genuinely bad for the guys in that shuttle right now.
So we're gonna keep that because that gives us some data. So we're gonna keep that. Now we have one more for when we actually get going. Okay. So there's a lot of information on your screen.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
Let's talk about it real quick. So up here is the T mission time. Once I launch, that'll start counting up. This is our warp, basically how fast time flows. Here's all your altitude information, how high up we are, how far up in the atmosphere we are, G-forces. And then up here, I can return to the Space Center, I can recover the vessel. And then, here's an important button to know where it is the abort button.
Abort!
Basically, if, when you start building larger rockets, if something goes horrifically wrong, you hit that button, and basically, it blows off every single stage that hasn't been fired, and launches any kind of parachutes and whatnot that you've put on the thing. It comes in handy.
I can only imagine that sometimes makes things worse.
Sometimes. And then we have lights, gears, and brakes, none of which we'll need right now. Over here, this tells me...
None of which you have right now.
Resources, electric charge, which allows me to steer the thing. Monopropellant, which we're not using right now, and then solid fuel, which is all in this guy right here. I don't have any goals, so this is unimportant over here. Here are my stages and what's in each stage. Right now there's only the one with the booster and the parachute.
Okay.
Here's all of the directions. If I roll, if it yaws, and pitch. Staging, and then there's docking camera, and then this goes to the orbital map, which is this.
Nice.
Which is currently spazzing out because I haven't gone anywhere.
It's all good.
So I'll return when we go back. Whee! Here's our, I don't know what nav ball, I guess you can call it. Basically gives our heading. Right now we're pointed straight up.
Basically attack meter, but yeah.
That's a good thing that we're pointed straight up.
Yeah, that's where you want to go.
Yes. And then I have this little SAS, which is stability. I think it's stability assist system, but I could be wrong. But basically, it keeps me going in the heading that I'm pointing. It's kind of like cruise control.
Okay, yeah, it's like a guidance system, basically.
And then here's my astronaut.
Yeah!
He seems pretty excited. And then I have EVA and IVA, which I'll get into a little later. I don't think I can do anything with that right now. Anyway, enough talking.
Here are my gods to thee, gentlemen. did I go for you?
Examine the goo. Okay,
The goo
so
didn't. Was that what was the goo doing?
it.
Ooh, it jiggles and wobbles.
Yes, because that was pretty exciting right there.
That yeah.
So,
What the hell just happened?
let me tell you what happened, because this is stuff like this is the reason why I am really bad at this. Okay, so you
Is it
look over.
basically that you removed one of your 2 containers of goo before the flight started?
No, they're both there
Oh.
and they're both fine. What happened is, if you look over here at my staging, notice that both the rocket fires and the parachute launches in the same stage. That's what went
Nice.
wrong. That's what went wrong.
So the moment it took off, the parachute went off.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Alright, so, I want to check to see if I can actually do something. No, that's not what I want. I want... Boop. Oh, I can EVA. Okay.
So you can go wander around the space station?
Yep. If the
Look
crap
out,
doesn't...
it's gonna fall on you.
if it doesn't fall on me first. So I'm just gonna walk around. So, an EVA, and then he has a little, like, booster pack, but that usually comes in handy when you're, in space. So that doesn't do
I would
anything.
imagine that the gravity's a little higher than he's used to here,
Yeah,
too.
it doesn't really do anything.
Yes.
I'm here. Woo! Look at how triumphant he looks.
Yeah, he managed to not die.
I'd say that's pretty successful especially
That's
for
a
what I
good
did with
day.
that.
That's a good day, especially considering, it's...
Let's take an EVA report while we're here. And let's take
That's
a
good to
surface
know.
sample. Alright, so that was our first launch. Hooray.
And you got samples of this strange world that you landed on.
Yep. Alright, so we recover the vessel, and then we get a summary for everything. So, all of my samples, I got 16.4 science just from that. But I have to recover this as well, and I got more science. So now I have 27 science.
You might want to take that flag back somehow.
Well,
If I'm not mistaken, it's sitting right in the middle of the launch pad.
let's do some R&D first. Alright, so that's all I have to start with, are these little parts here. So let's do some basic rocketry and some engineering 101, which I desperately need.
Yes.
So then we get a bunch of stuff. Alright, how much? I have 17 science left, so I can get this survivability.
That might be
Useful.
yeah,
Heat
might
shields,
be a good thing.
radiator panel, landing struts, radio mount parachutes, and a service bay.
Found mine by the side of the road.
Let's research that. Okay, so recover the flag.
Hurrah!
So that's the gist of what we're doing here.
Fucking up.
Yep. Alright, so let's build a slightly more successful rocket, shall we?
All
Alright,
right.
so we'll start with
See how
command
this
pod
goes.
again. Let's put the parachute back on top because we'll need that. And this time not fire it off the same time that we fire off the engines.
Good call.
Alright. This will come in handy, I'm sure. If I get to space, which I'm going to shoot for on this launch. I'm at least going to get out of the atmosphere.
Alright.
Okay, so that, and we'll put a decoupler there so we can blow off the rest of the ship when we don't need it anymore. So now I actually have liquid fuel along with my solid fuel. So we're going to throw that together.
Okay.
So now I have a little craft here, and we're going to put another decoupler because I'm going to use that later. And now I have a bigger...
The bigger solid fuel booster.
Yes, a bigger one. It's about twice the size of this one. So we're going to do something a little ridiculous. What we're going to do is we're going to slap one of these in the middle. I'm going to take a couple of struts, slap them on the sides, and put 2 more on the sides.
Oh my. Alright.
So we've scaled up quite a bit.
Yes, considerably.
Alright, so let's actually put those here. No. There we go. Make them parallel so I can actually steer this thing a little better. And lower them a little bit so they're in line with the other tank. There we go, that looks better.
Nice.
And I need some science. So I need to try to incorporate something. Liquid landing struts, no. Parachutes, we don't need. Radial service bay. Now, I don't quite know what this is for.
I'd said it was a survivability thing.
Yeah, protecting delicate instruments. Or stowing. Oh, I guess I can take other stuff with me if I need it. Dissipating heat. Yeah, some of this stuff has been updated, and I don't know what some of this stuff is for. You know, we're going to take 2 more goo containers. Since we're going higher up, they might yield better results. If I can attach them to the ship somewhere.
Try not to attach them to something that's going to blow itself off.
That would probably be for the best. So we'll put it up there. That's not blocking the parachute, so we should be good.
In theory.
In theory. Of course, this is all in theory. Make sure all of my stages are not going to impact each other. I want all those engines to fire at once.
Is stage 0 the first one, or is it the last?
No, stage 4 is the first stage. So, all of my solid boosters go, then I blow them off, and then the liquid fuel, I blow that off, and then all that's left is the parachute.
Okay.
So, we are set
Best of luck, Kerbals.
to launch, and hopefully not blow up. We're going to orient it this way so I know my directions. Alright, we're all set. Ready, set, go! Seems to be rolling a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure how well this is going to go.
It's going straight up, that's the important thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Alright, am I gonna actually get out of the atmosphere this time? Let's observe the mystery goo. It's getting very cold.
Getting very cold.
I may not make it to space. I'm at 35,000. Well, I might I'm technically in orbit. How high is
Nice.
my apogee? 90,000 meters. Huh, that's not bad. For that little thing, that's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
So, now all that's left to do is float. Let's prep the parachute for when I re-enter.
Ah.
So we're gonna do something potentially stupid here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and the music cuts back in.
Nice.
I'll take an EVA report. So we can get some more science. And then we're gonna reboard because I don't want to have it fly away into space.
Yeah, that's probably a bad thing. Look at that. Oh, that is a happy camper down there.
IVA is what's inside the craft, although I don't think this ever kind of got fully implemented, so I don't know what they're doing with this. So you can basically see what everything looks like inside the ship.
Nice. I think this was an Oculus Rift thing.
I don't know, it's been around for a while, but it really hasn't been used too much, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something that I haven't
Well, like, I think what you can do is you can, like, if you're wearing the Rift, you can sit in your craft when you shoot it off into space.
Okay, I need to observe the outside world now. How do I get back?
Good question.
There we go. Alright, let's observe the other Gukan. Gives me anything different. Yep. It's clumped into a sphere. And no. Let's put that back on. Let's point the heat shield in the right direction for re-entry. And let's speed things up a little bit. So let's do the time warp.
Again?
Again.
But we just did the time.
Alright, we're at 50,000, descending very rapidly. We're gonna land on land. That's probably a good thing. Hey, there's the Space Center.
Woo!
We didn't go very far. Alright, back to 1x.
Hi.
Whoops.
What was that? Oh no, did you just break your,
I just destroyed the parachute. So...
Oh dear. Good luck, buddy.
Well, I don't think much gonna help him right now.
He looks happy about it.
Eject. Eject.
That sounded bad.
Yeah, that was the craft exploding. How do I do changes and smack?
No!
He survived!
Oh, he's okay, folks. He's okay.
I didn't think that was gonna work.
Wow, that's impressive.
Woo. You know what? While you're there, take a soil sample.
Looks like dirt.
Since I just completely saved you. So, let's recover the only surviving thing from this particular flight.
To recover the vessel.
No, the vessel is impacted in a crater. Oh boy, okay, so... learning all kinds of things today.
Woo!
Oh boy. So let's go back to that. We're gonna throw another fuel tank on there.
It needs more fuel.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get higher this time.
Okay.
I'm not getting into orbit yet, but we're gonna see if we can't launch it a little bit higher and see if I can save the rest of the craft this time by, you know, maybe not being an idiot.
I think you're asking too much of yourself.
Yep. But we're gonna try anyway.
Woo! Just a mistake.
Eject and fire.
Woo!
Attempt to punch through the atmosphere. So you can. While everything's shaking around. It's getting very cold.
How?
I don't know. So we're back where we were. Did he do an EVA out here?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we're gonna get another EVA report. Really get back into the ship. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think. Oh, I probably didn't say. It probably didn't save because the ship blew up.
Oh.
So I probably didn't get it. I wish that music wouldn't be so abrupt.
Ah.
Yeah, they did a nice job with this. Like, things are textured pretty well. Yeah, the whole thing is really, really neat. And
It's a really cool concept too, and it's like it's fun that they basically may have made what is essentially a rocket science play kit.
yeah, you can think of it that way. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to fail at times.
It has been so far.
Yes, 2 spectacular failures on 2 different launches. Let's see if we have a fully successful one here.
I'm not sure they're coming back down.
Yeah, the rocket boosters are way, way down there now. Alright, so... Well, I'm sure my apogee is much, much higher this time. Yeah, 158. So, it's gonna be a little bit. So, let's speed things up a little. This time, not have the parachute launch in the middle of descent. Because that was
you
bad.
at least want to break the atmosphere.
Yeah, get out of there first, and then fire the parachute. Alright, here we go.
Observe the goo.
I did both of them already.
Oh.
Yeah, you can only do the experiment once and get results from it. You have to reset it and do it again if you use it. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. It gets a little weird because you can't technically speed things up lower than 60,000 meters, but it allows you to, I think it's called like a physics warp, but there's a potential thing that it could potentially destroy things.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's basically kind of use at your own risk. Alright.
Here we go.
Come on. I need to deploy the parachute. Nope.
Did you kill the parachute again?
I did, and I waited as long as I could that time. Well, I could have waited longer. Eject. Let me see if I can save him twice. Alright,
Would you use the rocket boosters right when he was about to land?
well, I'm using the little jetpack he's got to try to slow him
Soften the
down
blow
enough
here.
so he survives. Well, he survives at least.
Hooray!
Oh boy.
He didn't look like he was getting up for a moment there.
No, he would have. It would have told you if he didn't exactly survive. Did I hit recover? Nope. Let's recover. No, I don't want to fly the sad little astronaut that's out here by himself. I want to
Come over here!
recover.
Come get me!
Alright. I didn't get anything for that because, again, the craft blew up. Alright. Let's take another dig at this. Where's my heat shield? That'll be first. And then the coupler. Then some fuel tanks. And the booster. Nope, come on. I don't know if this is really rocket building music or not.
I think it's pretty good. I think what you need is you need 4 of those big rockets on the bottom.
We need more rockets.
See, now we're talking.
Alright, so
That right there is some rocketry.
Alright, so now the big thing is not blowing up parachute. Well, no, I don't want that set up. Now, let's change some of the staging here a little bit. So, I want those to not fire, but I want this one too down here. Alright, so we're gonna make a new stage. We're gonna put those at that one and that one up here. Well, I didn't get both of them. That one. Up here. There we go. So now I have 3 rockets fire first, and then these 2... Actually, no, I don't want them all going at once. That would be pointless. The idea is not to go as fast as possible up. Alright. I don't have any goo this time, but let's see if we can actually make it back in one piece. Well, the craft to make it back in one piece. Alright, here we go.
It's Kerbal.
Let's happen. Let's see what happens. Alright, first 3 engines are off. Pretty good rate of climb. I hope the camera blob and everything is not making people sick. Next ones. We're gonna lose some speed, but oh no, we won't lose some speed. Nice. I didn't think they'd be able to keep it up, but they do. Nice. Alright, and before I screw this up, let's change this on the fly since I can. Alright. Yeah, eject it. What are you doing?
Space.
Ha! There we go. Alright, so what's our apogee this time? 177. So I only got... Adding those 2 only got me another 20,000 meters. That's not great. Alright, let's get up to that. Oh, no. This is what I was talking about. Can affect the structural stability of vessel.
Oh my.
Oh, that's because I'm still under acceleration, technically. So we're going to accelerate to the top of our arc here. And look down. Hi, planet. How you doing?
Hello.
The camera's really jumpy in this version. I don't know what's going on. We're going to take some readings. We're going to get back in.
Don't be a fool, man. Don't be a fool.
Well, there will be times when I do that, but now is not the time. Yeah, this is not the time for me trying to be fancy like that. Let's get something in orbit and get some pieces that I might actually be able to work with before I try doing that. And then also
before you try.
And then I need to learn the physics because, good God, apparently I don't know how to work a parachute.
Yeah, this is your survival skills are a little low.
Hey, I haven't lost an astronaut yet.
Just a light criticism there. This is true. Parachute definitely should be doing more than it has been, though.
Well, yeah, considering I eject it and it's like, nope. Parachute broke.
Nope.
It's like Chuck Testa up there. It's a big old nope. Time to eject again.
Oh my.
There's some sick breakdancing right there.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh boy.
I'll take a reading.
We're gonna plant a flag.
Yes. I claim this land in the name of Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, I got science for it. I'll take it. Alright, let's recover him. More science, yay. So I can actually research something. Stability, nose cones, radial decoupler, or bigger engines. I think we'll go with bigger engines booms,
first.
You say?
Boy. Alright. I need to figure this out, because this is bad. So, just out of curiosity, does this give me deployment altitude 1,000 feet? Minimum air pressure? No. Doesn't give me, like, impact tolerance or anything like that.
Maybe you need a way to slow down before you're hitting the ground.
How about the radial? Is it the same? It's got a slightly bigger diameter. Missing a lot, probably, but...
More rockets?
More rockets. Well... let's have some fun. Since I'm invariably going to screw this up. We're gonna go
I
and we're
like
gonna
your
try.
attitude.
We're gonna try to put him in orbit.
Yes.
All right. Boink. Decoupler. I need a decoupler. There we go. All right. Time for the big ones.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big rocket. We're getting serious now.
Oh my.
We're getting super serial. No, I don't have... No, I didn't research the rocket nose cone. Which,
Can
by
you
the
stick
way...
struts onto the onto those other rockets?
No.
To make even more rockets on the outside?
I think it's gonna lose structural integrity if I do that.
Structural integrity, structural integrity.
Let's put some fins on it. Not that it's probably gonna do much, but let's see if we can't stabilize this.
They
a
look
little bit
cool.
more. No, 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 no. Get back on there. You, fin. No. Center of rocket. There we go.
Yay!
I know my cardinal directions. Okay, so let's take one more crack at this, and let's see if I can
Don't you
put it in
need some
orbit.
sort of cones on those rockets?
Well, see, I didn't research that part.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't research the rocket nose cones, which, by the way, is the strangest instrument I've ever been asked to play on a piece of music before.
Nice.
Yes, I had a percussion ensemble piece in college that called for rocket nose cones.
Nice.
I didn't find them because I don't know where one finds rocket nose cones.
That's a very good question. Cape Canaveral, I would guess.
All right. Oh, I forgot to restage these. Shoot. All right, we'll do all that. I forgot to edit this.
All right.
All right. You go down here. And you go down here too. And then center rocket, go down here. Okay. All right, let's hope for the best. We're gonna try to put it in orbit. I don't think it'll get there,
Godspeed, gentlemen.
but we're gonna try. That's a heavy rocket. That had some trouble getting off the launch pad.
And away we go.
Now we're making a good clip.
Very well.
How we doing? 26. Start. To rotate, apparently. Not what I wanted to do.
Joining forces with which you don't understand.
So the whole thing lights up like a Christmas tree.
And those five rockets fall immediately onto your space station.
Boom. Alright, how we doing? Oh, that's plenty high. Let's cut the rockets for a second here. Alright, so now we're going to drift for a little bit. I know this is not probably the most efficient way of doing things, but this is what I've been left, so this is what we're going to do.
Hey, you know,
Okay, so we are drifting this... Nope, not that way. This way. So we are going to prepare to make an orbital burn over here. And we're going to do that once we get to the top of our orbit, which is around 160 meters, if I'm not mistaken.
best of luck.
168 is the top of our arc. Now, I think I set us in the right direction. I hope I set us in the right direction. What are you?
I think you're about to find out.
Well, I should have... This should start to come down towards the horizon. Yep, here it comes. Alright, let's take a burn. And watch what happens. Come here, Navball. The nice thing is I can actually control it from here, but I can't see how my fuel is.
Ah,
There we go. Need to gain lateral speed, so away! Whee!
nice. That's really cool.
Am I gonna have enough? I hope I'm gonna have enough to get out and back. Uh-oh. I ran out of gas. Just short.
Ah,
Ah.
ah.
Wah wah. Well, I didn't exactly do that in the most efficient way possible. If I didn't, if I had the ability to control that thing a little bit better, I should have started the lateral burn back when I was still in the atmosphere.
Sorry.
They started rolling to a direction. But we get a nice view when we get to cruise around for a little bit. EVA. Actually, I'm going to put him back on the ship. We're going to roll this so that the hatch is up. And then we're going to pop out.
Isn't up completely relative?
It's up so I can control it easier. We're going to record it, even though he's probably not going to survive.
Oh no.
And we're going to float. We're going to float around. Hi, spaceship.
Seems like a bad time.
Eh. I'm still ascending. And I got plenty of planet to orbit around before I need to get back in. Whee! I'm
And
sure
you
this
get
is
hit by
gonna...
a stray space rock.
Eaten by a Gru.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you get for not bringing a torch with you.
I don't think that would survive in space very well.
The torch or the Gru?
Both.
Nice. I like
And
how
we're
you
gonna
grabbed
get
onto
back in.
that swamp. I love you, space shuttle.
Alright, let's see if we can survive this time. Well, first of all, let's get rid of all that. Get rid of all that junk in the trunk. And, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa! I like the portrait on the bottom there. It's constantly getting relit.
So here's our spacecraft. As it
I
tilts
don't know how well
helplessly.
this is gonna go for you.
As it tilts helplessly through the through space. All right, so let's speed things up a little bit. Watch the planet below.
This is ground control to Major Tom.
As we go into darkness.
Uh-oh.
On the dark side of the planet.
Planet not yet found by the ravages of light pollution, apparently.
Yeah. Alright, as we start to come back into the atmosphere. Now hopefully the parachute will survive when I deploy it this time. Maybe it's just because I was coming straight down, it didn't have enough time to decelerate very much.
It's possible.
I'm still going really freaking fast.
Yeah, you know, these things happen.
2,300 meters per second. That's pretty fast.
It's a little quick.
Meanwhile, hi Debris, how you doing?
Debris!
Race it to the ground. I think it's gonna win though. I think it just did. Since it disappeared. Oh, this deceleration needs to start up quick. Considering I'm only 20,000 meters above the ground.
Yeah, here's hoping.
Well, I'm going slower at this point than I was on the previous launches. Maybe there's some hope here. $500, $400, $300. I don't know, I don't want to tempt fate here, but I also don't want to tempt fate as far as hitting the ground.
Deploy!
Yes! Success!
Hooray! Bam!
And then I hit the ground. My capsule will survive this time. Presumably.
We're assuming, but
We're hoping.
seems good.
Nope, there goes the parachute. We should be good. Coming down at 5 meters per second. I think we'll be okay.
Boom.
And then it snaps.
It's made of a Pinto.
Hi, parachute. That finally worked.
Yay, parachute!
Success. Finally. Presumably. I don't think it's going to explode upon impact.
We won't know until we get there, and it's certainly taking its time.
Well, we're moving fairly slowly now. It's just deploying too early.
You know, compared to how it's gone the last couple of times, I don't know if I'd really qualify this as too early. And he's
We
good!
survived. Take a surface sample.
Dirt!
And then get back in. Doop. And recover.
For once, we survived.
Well, the ship survived.
The ship survived, right.
Lots of science on that trip. So 18 from craft, I think. Well, 18
Nice.
from the whole thing. Which means I can research this one. Whoop.
Hooray!
Oh. starting the heroic music.
Ooh.
It was. There it goes.
Doesn't seem to be kicking in.
You can't hear it?
I can hear it a little, but not very much.
Oh.
Sorry,
So what
the moment's
lies in
kinda lost on
store
me.
for our intrepid Kerbals? Find out next time.
Probably more blowing up.
Most likely.
I mean, really, if it were up to me, we would have been making far worse machines. Let's find out how many G-forces can they take? How fast can we make this rocket spin?
Well, I think I ran into that earlier.
You did, but I meant like by rocket alignment,
Oh.
stuff like that. But I digress.
Join us next time for more
Farewell.
failure adventures. I don't know.
Kerbal exploding program.
See ya.
Bye.